GLHF, that's how TLO opens up game number 3. The player to the top right is his Protoss opponent. This is ToD. He lost the last game on Belcher Vestige. This is the losers match of the Ritmix RSL Group H. We are currently in the third map of the best of 3. This map is going to decide who takes it. Starting to the bottom left, we have Team Liquid's TLO, and he is a player who goes up to 10 supply right now and goes for the Overlord. For a second I really thought we might see a 9 pull here, an early pull again, but no, he doesn't do it. And this is going to be really interesting right now, because at this point both players know very well that this is their last chance to get ahead and to just advance in the group into the next stage of the tournament. Of course, what you have to do after winning this map, you also have to take down Daishi, which is not going to be easy. TLO already lost to him earlier, but this is going to be an intense game. The last two were already pretty entertaining, and I think this is not going to be an exception. ToD starts things off with his gateway first once again, and this is one of those maps, Neoplanet-esque, where we've seen very different styles against Zerg players. It's a map where a third base is not always easy to take for a Protoss because of how far this third is away from the natural. An aggressive Zerg player will bounce between the bases. Try to just put aggression up and then do damage, take down the third, or walk in at the base. The one difference that we have from TLO to all his other games is that he's actually starting with a hatch first here. Starting with a hatch first against a player like ToD is very risky, because ToD is a player who loves to go into cannons when he sees something like this. But he doesn't have what it takes to go into a cannon, because he goes straight into Cybernetics Core after gateway first. So that's got... Whoa! You gotta be kidding me! Triple hatch before pool against ToD. Oh my god. Talking about rolling the dice here. 6 pool in game number 2, and now he goes the complete opposite and goes into double hatch for pool. Oh my god. That is one of those builds. If that works, people will be like, TLO, you are amazing. How awesome are you? Mind games. Mind, right there. If it doesn't work and ToD starts with something else and moves in, then suddenly everyone is like, oh my god, TLO, he is so bad. This guy just doesn't have any skill whatsoever. That's of course always the haters that you have to deal with then. The haters or the hardcore fanboys, like, depending on what kind of reaction you get. But oh my god, that takes balls. You can say about that what you want, but that takes a lot of courage to actually roll the dice like this and to go into this. And TLO, he is known to have builds like that. He's a player who was known since the beta in StarCraft 2 to have builds in his repertoire that he can use to make something like this happen, and he is mind-gaming ToD hardcore here. And that's something that you have to do. You have to pull stuff like this off in a best of 3. This is not only a gamble, this is a calculated gamble. And those are the best. That's when you say, okay, I'll risk it. I risk it. I might lose this game and I know it, but I might be super ahead in the match. And ToD actually scouts that third base. He scouts it at the right side, and then he doesn't see, well, is he going over there? Yes, he scouts the third after all. He will find out that it's there, and let's see how he's going to react. What should be the reaction of ToD right now? Gateway aggression. That's what he can do. He has 3 gates in total, and he's dropping the forge in the main base right now. Is it the double forge? Yes, it is the double forge. He realizes that he's up against 3 bases. And 3 bases for TLO does not only mean that TLO is a little bit weak in the early game and might be vulnerable against aggression, it also means that TLO himself won't be aggressive. This is why ToD drops the second forge. Because he's like, well, you can't do anything, I go into double upgrades right now, and then I might be able to hit a timing with 1-1, or just go straight into 2-2. That's something that he can do with the build that he uses. So that is gonna be, once again, an epic game. God, how I love this group today. This is gonna be so good. I mean, every single game that we have been casting today was really amazing. Guys, within the next few days, I'm gonna upload the first-person videos that I've been recording at the Code 8 qualifier, the WCS Korea Challenger League qualifier. but then I will also upload all these matches. So if you have not seen them, make sure that you check them out. There's also the recording on Twitch, of course, that you can always see. TLO scouted those double forges of... Oh no, he scouted only one. Ooh, scouted only one forge. Might have the wrong idea here. But let's see how he's going to transition. He is, of course, very well aware that in this situation he needs to be quite careful about what he does. That's also what explains this +1 armor upgrade right off the bat. Because he wants to make sure that this 1+1 attack upgrade is not going to kill him right out. And we have him still spreading his creep like a madman, scouting with those speedlings, and of course a little bit aggression. That is what ToD wants to do here. He also wants to force out units of his opponent, and that's something that he succeeded in doing. TLO with the Baneling Nest, but we have the Twilight Council for ToD. And ToD can go into 2-2 with that. He can get an upgrade lead over his opponent. Ling's taking down the pylon, and TLO realizing, well, you're actually not going to do anything anymore. I have the Zerglings on the map right now. I can maybe pressure your third base, but you are not going to do too much. The third for TLO. There we have it. Started a few spine crawlers, and now here come the Zerglings. He's trying to get in. Force fields being baited out, and he could try to force a cancel on that hatch. The force fields are there, and once they are gone, there are not too many sentries, and that's not a lot of... That's actually not a lot of energy that he has on those guys. With all those Zerglings, he has to do something, and here we go. Is he forcing the cancel? He could do it. He could try to pull it off, walks over, gets the Banelings right now. The force fields are nearly gone. TLO is doing the best thing that he can with all the links that he has on the map. The tech behind it, and also the extra gas that he's getting right now. The Banelings there, can he make something happen with them? Can he get into those units? Too many sentries right now. The additional warp in will give him the safety that he needs. TLO cannot do too much here, but he can take a 4th base, he can take a gold base, and he does it. He takes the gold here, and he tries to barrel down at his opponent's wall, moving in. Where are those force fields? The first detonate, the second, and the third not getting close enough. ToD with a lot of patience. So many sentries for him. So many sentries. And this is what I was talking about earlier. This dance between the third and the natural. That's exactly what he's trying to accomplish here. So much aggression. He's forcing ToD to go in there. And here is the wall. Here is the gap in the wall. Both of those gateways are down. And now we have more pylons being built. A second wall being set up. And we have, oh god, the Spire. The Spire, Jesus, if he's on 4 bases, the amount of Mutalisks that he can throw against ToD, that is going to be so hard for him to cancel, to counter. ToD is in such a tough position right now. He needs to get the warp gate here. ToD, go for the warp gate. You need to realize that you have those 2 gateways still in gateway mode. You need the warp ins, and there we go. He has... That is the position that you don't want to be in as a Protoss. When you defend the third, and we have to defend the natural, but ToD does it well. He actually does it well here. TLO will bank up so much gas right now, though. He has already the gas taken over here in the 4th base, and once he hits that Spire, that is gonna barrel down on him so hard. TLO with so much aggression, and that just keeps ToD in his main base. ToD is kept in the natural in the 3rd base. That's why we have so much aggression, because like this, he can actually get this 4th base. He can get the gas. He can get the saturation. +2/+2 for ToD is going to be amazing, but he needs... Does he have Blink? No, he doesn't have Blink. He needs Blink, and he's getting Charge instead. And there we have the first 5 Mutalisks, and he's also getting the armor upgrade. And from now on, all the resources are going to get into Mutalisks. Oh god, can ToD hold that? He might actually. He might be able to pull it off. But that is going to be so tough. Once again, ToD. Gateways, gateways. Go, go. There we go. TLO, on the other hand, 14 Mutalisk and armor upgrade. Oh, no cannons. Nowhere. He doesn't have them. He doesn't have cannons. And he doesn't know it. There is no observer. There's nothing. He has no idea. And the units are so spread out. And guys, he can actually fight this. He can fight this. Lings are running in. Mutalisk with a snipe. He's trying to get the sentries. He's just trying to get the sentries. No sentries, no force fields, no competition. And there comes the recall. And now suddenly the 3rd base is exposed. And he knows it. He's moving in at the 3rd. He knows very well that that recall just pulled all the units over there. And he's moving in. He's trying to snipe the Nexus. He is trying to snipe the Nexus. Another recall. And once again, bam, to the natural. This is ToD using the town portals that he used in Warcraft 3. But everything is exposed here. Can he somehow get in? Can he break through the Mutalisks? They take down everything. The Lings are in. The Zerglings are in there. They are gonna snipe the Nexus in the main base. Oh wow, ToD under so much pressure. Is he gonna crumble? Lings trying to take down the natural, and they will. And the main base, it falls. TLO, he is going for the all-out aggression, and he's just building Mutalisks, Mutalisks, and Mutalisks. That is exactly what he needs. The creep spread is everywhere on the map. Look at this map, guys. Creep everywhere. He can just set up bases to the bottom left and top left and bottom right now, and then go for a base trades. He knows that he has such a crazy lead that it's nearly impossible for his opponent to make that happen. Finally, Blink is done, but it is too late. The Mutalisk counters are at 17. There's the Blink. A few Mutalisks go down, but that's something that he is gladly happy to accept here. I would be surprised to not see additional bases coming up. He's expanding in the middle of the map. He's not even going for satellite bases to the top left and bottom right to have the chance to go for a base race. He knows that he has too much. We have the army supply is 47. It's very similar, but look at the workers killed. Not too many, but it's just the bases that are down. The bases that are down. 3 upgrades. That's what ToD needs. ToD needs those bases. He needs the he needs another base and he needs the upgrades. He could fight right now. He could try to force a fight, but there is so much TLO. So much TLO, there's not enough ToD. Well, sacrificing overlords like this, that will definitely get you maybe a place in the Hall of Thrones. 7 overlords being built, cancelling that base. Told you that base would have been better at the bottom right, going for a potential base race. And he's trying to go for the base race again. He's starting to snipe. He's just getting rid of that cannon. I mean, 1 cannon, what is that going to do? Nothing. And now he's sniping the Nexus once again, but he's losing also the base in the middle of the map. The drones are being evacuated, and the Mutalisks are trying to do as much as they can. How many do we have? 31. That is a disgusting number of Mutalisks, actually. And he's getting even more. He will be at 40. But he should get those bases. Bottom right, top left, that's what you do. You go for a very spread out base setup, and then you can bounce between the bases and save them. Here comes the elimination race. Mutalisks everywhere. And what do we have here? How many Archons are real? Only 1. 17 Stalkers. But guys, there comes that base. That's what we were waiting for earlier. That draws the bases out, and that will make it very difficult for ToD to work against this. And the more time TLO had, the more Mutalisks there will be on the map. The more Mutalisks on the map, the more difficult for TLO to win this. 1-1 upgrades for the Mutalisks are also done. And ToD hasn't even rebuilt his base. He is all in with this, and there is the additional base that I was talking about earlier. There it is. The one to the top left has been taken out by the Stalkers. But let's have a quick look at the Antia. We have 35 Mutalisks and 17. The only way that this is going to work, the only way that TLO is going to lose this, if he is clumping up all of those Mutalisks and is attacking units next to the Archon who just gets his shots off. That is the only way. If you focus fire the Archon and you clump up the Mutalisks to do so, you're going to win it. If you spread out your units, you're going to win it as well. Even more Mutalisks are being built here, and he's just moving in. Now blinking back, a couple of units going down. The more he can kill, the better. Don't forget about the base that we have in the bottom. And he can also just control the choke point. Hallucinations for the Archons. We have even a couple of spine crawlers in the main base. He's just going for it. He knows those are hallucinations. He knows that very well. And ToD is actually trying to expand again. ToD is trying to expand. Here we have him. The Mutalisk. The Mutalisk ball. The Mutalisk cluster. There's that base. Go, you lazy drones. Do something for the salary that you get, for all the love that Zerg is gonna throw at you. Mine. Not gonna mine. Yeah, he's seen it. He has seen the probe slide, right? He has seen that, yeah. He's seen it. ToD has to cancel. If he doesn't cancel, he doesn't have... Oh, he can't cancel. Even if he cancels, this doesn't work. He won't have enough energy, enough minerals. He cancels, but he doesn't have enough minerals for another Nexus. Oh, the base at the bottom is being attacked. The +2 attack upgrade is not going to get through here. But now the Mutalisk counters are at 40. Even if he cancel, even with the cancel, it's not enough. Can't go for another Nexus. And now this is when shit gets real. The Archon is dead. The game's over. The game is over, guys. This is gonna be a focus fire. The only real Archon is dead. TLO wins the game against Le ToD. Or does he? Yeah, he does. TLO wins the game. ToD is trying his best. It was a close match, an elimination race here. It was the game that we were hoping for. A very exciting and great match between those two players. Crazy games, crazy matches, good play by both of them. In the end, it is TLO who prevails. He is the player who will go up against Daishi once again. He has a chance against his opponent. He lost against Daishi earlier on in the game, but this time he might be able to defeat him. We will find out. ToD drops out of the Ritmix RSL. He is the 4th player, the last player in the group, the first one to drop out. Not happy about this. Donation day, I guess. Not happy about GG. TLO advances. Job well done. Congratulations to TLO. He's gonna go up against Daishi in the constellation match here at the Ritmix RSL.